Lord of the Wastes. Dark Wastes is like one of my favorite themes from Fire Emblem Fates. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep saving in the same slot for now. Yeah. Hi, friends. What were you thinking when Uncle finds out we won't be welcome in our own lands? I had no choice, Samara. All of this is bigger than Aramor or Delia now. Friends, are you alright? I think it's fair to say we've been better. The important thing is that we're safe now, thanks to you. Though, I'm still not sure why you did it. We're racing the sand glass against something far more dangerous than an army, and we're closer now than ever to knowing just who or what that is. I'm assuming you need our help to stop it? We should be fair, Irving. They just saved our lives. We think what's happening is related to the eternal aspect somehow. Then you've returned for the stone. Not exactly. We have a friend, a student of history, who has aided us in our research. He recently made some kind of a breakthrough, and he wants us to come and meet him. Only, he instructed us to bring a large force. Well, we've no plans to stop you. It seems your uncle has plenty of troops to spare. We've tried. The war consumes his thoughts. He won't pull even a single scout from the front. All this is to say, we were hoping you would come with us instead. This is absurd. Abandoning Red Hill to tripes in the sands of Aramor, chasing stories of evil shadows and magic stones. I have to say, I'm not sure your liege would be so thrilled about that. Brooke, not helpful. But Lincoln, what if they're right? That is uncertain at best. But as the mercenary points out, whether or not Varric will be so miraculously forgiving again is not. Make no mistake, if we do this, Delia will no longer safer a home for us than Aramor. If they want us dead or captured, they could have had their way. It seems clear to me they harbor no ill will. What's left of us here anyway? Nothing but the ash and rubble we feared to find. Sarah, Samara, if we entrust ourselves to your cause, I need your word on the throne of Aramor that all you've said has been both honest and sincere.
Of course.
You have my word. The oath is made, so be it. So it shall be honored. We better go. The sooner we catch up to Corvin, the better. Is Corvin gonna be a new unit? There, sir. Fleeing the flames. The defensive party Varric dispatched. Are you sure it's them?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Lincoln and the group from Brookstead. If I'm not mistaken, sir. They seem to be accompanied by Aramor and royalty. Irving. Should we pursue them?
Sir?
Sir, should we rally the cavalry?
No.
No. If innocents still live in Red Hill, they must be rescued. If not, they must be avenged. The deserters will meet justice soon enough.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I just got an achievement. That's 2 Irving. Wait, what achievement did I just get? Huh? Huh? Chapter 8, have someone close to you witness a shameful act? Huh. Also, worth noting, Dark Deity now has an update queued. So, I assumed that first patch is, at the ready now, it seems like. It seems like that first patch is, has gone through. So the game is updatable right now. So I could always like really quickly update it. But what if part of the update was lowering the difficulty? We gotta do it on freaking this. Well, we're not gonna do it all in this session anyway, but I don't know. In Red Hill, the party is overwhelmed and surrounded. They find themselves in dire straits. At their darkest moment, Sarah and Samara reappear, ordering the Aramor and force to let the party go. Once they are clear of danger, they explain to the group that they have further leads on the Necromancer. They have a contact, Corvin Galliver, who instructed them to bring a large force. As members of the Aramoran royal family, they are violating their uncle's orders by leaving Oasis. He was unwilling to spare them any forces, all of whom he has sent to various war efforts. Knowing the danger this necromancer might present, the sisters had no choice but to turn to their newfound friends. They travel now south, to a discreet location in the Aramoran desert. Mistrust runs rampant among the group, but they are bound by a shared purpose. Going rogue now! You're cool looking, aren't you? Ah, you've arrived. Good. It's time we altered our tactics of observation. Glad to see you too, Corvin. Forgive me, I merely... It's fine, really. I rather like when you get to the point. Well, I presume you've received my letter. Wouldn't want to weary you repeating myself. We just got a letter. Wait, yes. Orima the Senari? Do you think it's really him? Travels are for thinking, dear Sarah. Research is for knowing. I'm certain of it.
I'm sure of it.
I've been watching the road for some time. No other man, elf, or beast could be so invariably rebuffed challengers from every corner of Etlan. And this is where he's conducting his trials. That's what I suspect. An old ruin, half a day's trip north. I remember the first time I saw him, before his exile. The story said not a drop of blood ever mixed with the arena, that he's blessed by the god of competition himself. Do you think it's true? All good stories are true, Samara. Only not all true stories are factual. Huh. But the bit about the gods, that one does appear to have a scrap of fact attached to it. From what I've gathered, Aurima holds Theron's aspect. Right, like the one we located in Drakenweld. Precisely. Only this one should possess a nature of a different kind entirely, one that reflects Theron's domain of competition. What's more? Wait, I guess what more, sorry. I cannot say. So where did these aspects come from exactly? There are many competing theories on the subject, some quite ancient. One I find most compelling posits that during the Age of Ascension... Alright, I'm sorry I asked. How boorish. Listen, the important thing is, we're here to help now. Not a moment too soon. I hear affairs on the front favor Aramor, now that Varrock has his soldiers turning up every stone in search of some troublesome traitors. Word of that reached you already? Is it that dire? Rare is the story that slips past these ears unheard. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll tell the others of Aurima. Certainly. Very good. The day... Oh, is he a little bit posh? Very good. The day is old. We should start for the ruins in the morning. Is he meant to be a little bit posh? I don't know. Bet we'll have to best him somehow if we want him to talk. Should we expect a fight? Most definitely. Guess we're expecting a fight. Okay, time to use some of our... Oh, we get him as a... I was about to say it's time to use some of our weapon upgrade thingamabobs, because I didn't before the last chapter was the thing. But yeah, I can really see how Fate's impacted the story with you being exiled from both kingdoms in search of the true evil. Yeah, except hopefully this time we actually have a story behind it, unlike Fate being, you know, Fates and such. So we already have a raider and a duelist, so I might try to stay away from that. So current skills, Midnight Intel. Allies within 2 tiles gain plus 8% mastery. Interesting. Less talking, more raiding. So there's the pillage where it's like you sometimes get a stat up item. Has Brooke ever done that in Raider herself? Power increased by 35% against enemies at full health. Like that is always a very nice skill. There's a very nice skill there. Duelist I quite like with Sia is a thing. It does have a story. Good. Like that is so spicy spice. Can confirm. Defense increased by 20% and dexterity. So we're probably going to go with Thief or Stalker because we haven't done like either of those. Sneaky rascals that can't keep their hands in themselves. Known to stay 1 jump ahead. So there's a speed increases armor penetration. What's your speed like? It could become nice. Your defense really sucks. Is the thing. Nimble Fingers disarm range +2. Disarm range +2, so like total of 3 then if you want to be like a supporting kind of thing. And there's Stalker, fierce rogues who pick the perfect time to strike, ensuring they do so with lethal force. The only thing that would like buff your defense is Duelist, but like I have a feeling I might just start playing to people's strength rather than trying to make them all-rounders. Is the impression that I might get here. Guaranteed to hit enemies below 20% HP, 5% chance to insta-kill. Like how many... I mean, you could be a good one for finishing off Dudos then. Speed increases armor, penetration, and disarm range. Which one of those would I want to go for? I know that Cam really wanted to see a Stalker. We could always go with Stalker. I mean, speed is pretty good there. Because, I mean, we're very rarely ever one-cycling enemies, so maybe we would get them down below 20% HP sometimes anyway. 5% chance to insta-kill. I mean... I feel like these things would actually be, like, useful to me here. Wait, you probably wouldn't want to attack armored units anyway with your defense. Speed isn't half bad. You might be able to, like, dodge some things, but not nearly as well as Sia. I think we're going to Stalker. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. We're going into Stalker. Sure. Stalker it is. I suppose. Okay, yeah, we got some tokens and whatnot. So, let's see our bonds. Yeah. Oh, you're level 17. Jeebus. Alright, so yeah, this was probably supports with, you know, those that we didn't have in the army for, like, temporary measures. Yeah, let's go ahead and see this here. But yeah, finally fair to say we're in over our heads. More than usual. True enough. I'm still not sure how you plan to explain this to our family, but it keeps things exciting, I suppose. I prefer a little less excitement and a few more answers myself. That'll come, in time, and after some more excitement. That's what I'm worried about. Really? Sure? What for? Take a look around. Irving, Elias, Bianca, they trust us now. At least more than they did. Even Lincoln's starting to come around, and they're certainly capable. I'm not sure if any of us are capable enough. That's what it feels like in this playthrough so far. We don't even know what we're up against. You never know until you're actually in the thick of it. Remember that botany study you forgot about until the day our tutor came to visit? Of course I remember. Even with everything else on my mind, I still have nightmares about it. Incredible. I don't think a word you said about that plant was true, but you spoke with such confidence. I bet he's still putting its leaves in his tea as a sleep remedy. I was right about the blossoms. They're pink, I checked. Of course you did. Well, anyway, I see your point. And in an ideal world, you're right. There's nothing to worry about, and these are all baseless doubts. I just hope that's the world we live in. Either way, we'll find out soon enough. That we will. But yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna forget to upgrade weapons this time around. Will be the case. Brooke, I'm glad you managed to keep everyone alive. They didn't make it easy. Each of them seems to have a knack for getting into trouble. We said we'd pay, but we never said it would be easy. No, your mother said you'd pay, and to protect you, not a spy on a detachment of Delian troops. More than anything, I'm lucky you're alive, or there'd be nowhere safe on Terrazel to hide from her wrath. My mother's really not a wrathful person, Brooke.
You can't be serious.
That's right. That's right. She was probably just ignorant of my reputation as a cold-blooded assassin. I'm sure if you and Sarah wound up dead, she'd tell me not to lose sleep over it and pay me something for my troubles. Alright, I see your point. Hard not to. Well, what matters is we're back together now, and hopefully for good. We'll see about that. I have a feeling that we probably have so many units at this point that we're probably going to, like, not be able to take everyone in. From what Chip told me during the demo, he told me that, like, the default amount of units that you can take in this game into battle was, like, 14. And I think that we're above 14 now, if I recall. What I'm more concerned about are the aspects. I'm surprised Sarah would trust Delian troops enough to actually wield them. I wouldn't worry too much. This seems to be a relatively harmless and inexperienced bunch, except for that Lincoln fellow. He's got a real stick up his... Brooke, please, not so loud. Or what? He'll insist on defending his honor with a duel? That could be fun. Who's getting into trouble? Oh, you're no fun. Good, that's not what we're here for. Now come on, let's rejoin the others before they suspect us of plotting something. Maybe we should be plotting something. Brooke.
Trust them.
Never hurts to have a backup plan. Never hurts to have a backup plan, huh? Looks like you can bond with Sia here. Can't believe you just pulled that off. Well, we pulled that off, Carrick. I'm letting you take the occasional credit for my genius. We've been over this.
You sure?
So, now we wait? This is too good. What if Lincoln walks in before Bianca does? He won't. I memorized their schedules. Bianca is going to freak when she thinks Lincoln has really been in love with her this whole time. Where did you learn to forge handwriting like that? Do you have any idea how many drunken love letters I had written to me? Let alone the countless ones that were given to me to pass on to someone else. You read the ones for other people.
Really?
Of course I do. Sometimes I even change the little details and ruin them or make them better. It was a good hobby, really. That is positively evil. But I only changed ones that obviously had no chance or needed the help. That doesn't make it any better. Letters are private. What's got up your pants today? Are you forgetting you were just all in for us forging a love letter to Bianca? That was before I realized the framework came from other people's suffering.
Oh, come on.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Half of them didn't even remember writing them the next day. What are you hiding now? Well, maybe I'm working on a letter of my own.
Fool me.
Hold your horses, you what now? I said maybe I'm working on a letter of my own. And you thought it was a good idea to tell me this?
Hardly.
Of course not. But you yelled at me to tell you, so I did. There, I do that sometimes. Who would this letter happen to be for? Wouldn't you like to know? I would. Welp. But yeah, Cam Ferret. Welp. Also, Cam, are you impressed to see that we actually have a stalker now? Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy, Cam. I was thinking about putting him to thief, but then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna slap him to stalker. That's what I mean. But yeah. Ferret, Bennett's for C, and Pog! You sure have a lot of energy, Benji. Yeah, and we do have the Conjure. This is true. And our Conjure is like our best mage right now.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, I get that a lot. My friends used to say my parents put fertilizer in my breakfast. It's an unpleasant thought. Hey, peak performance takes commitment. Can't argue with that. Did you grow up around Red Hill?
Nothing less
Yep,
than the
born and
best.
raised. It's a great place. Always something to do.
Really?
Really? I'm a little surprised. That's why some rural folk move to big cities, you know, to be a part of the action.
Simple.
Wherever Benji goes, he brings the action. Best way to win every race is to never slow down. There's students at the academy who would have said the same thing. They were lots of fun to be around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I never spent too much time socializing though. Plenty to keep you busy on a farm. Sounds about right. Well, maybe this is your big chance to see the world. I would have been happy to stay right at home. No one burns down Benji's hometown without a fight. Besides, I'm always up for a challenge. That's good to hear. I'm sure the battles to come will challenge all of us. I'm sure about that. We need all the help we can get. Well, Benji doesn't pull punches. You don't have to worry about that. Just be sure to pace yourself. It's hard to improve when you're injured. I always pace myself. As fast as I can go. A scrape or two's nothing a healer can't handle. Well then, you better stick close to one. Or you better keep up. Boy. I feel like Benji's gonna be one of the ones that I might phase out of my army though, because like, my goodness, I can't with him. He can't hit things. He's supposed to be like a dedicated wall, but after he gets doubled, he gets shredded anyway. So like, I feel like putting Benji into defender might have royally screwed him. I was like, I'm gonna play to his strengths, and then it just wound up freaking shooting himself in the foot. So like, that sucked, didn't it? But yeah, well, the Kool-Aid Man just appeared crazy like Benji. Oh, he sucks at hitting, never mind. Yeah, his freaking hit rate would be, on a lot of enemies, it'd be like, yep, 20% to hit, and it's like, well, that sucks. And then, like, the enemies shred him anyway, so he can't even be a dedicated wall. Yeah, we'll probably put the Stalker. Benji's a terrible wall. Yeah, I kind of found that out the hard way. I was kind of hoping he'd be, like, a good wall. But, was he the one that had a 39? Freaking everyone had, like, a 39. Some of the thieves in the last chapter, I would have like a 1% chance to hit like some of them. Like my hit rates feel like they're getting worse and worse against certain enemies in specific that are just like dodge tanks like Sia. It's like, I think that the player having a dodge tank is just fine, but I think enemies having dodge tanks is maybe not okay. Should have grinded for 20. I should have done so. We only got him like earlier this session though anyway. Brooke, it's good to be back with you. I'm also glad the people who pay me are alive. Well, and close enough to continue doing so.
Unbelievable.
How endearing.
Maybe I should raise
You hired me as a bodyguard. Don't forget, I charge extra for flattery. It's harder. Thanks for the reminder. I wanted to ask, have you seen anything suspicious in your time with the group while we were away? Anything concerning that should be brought to our attention?
Can't trust them.
All that talk of trust was pretty short-lived. Never said I don't trust them. Just so long as you can see them. Seems reasonable enough. Now tell me, what have you seen? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. Most of them are pretty boring. Except that Garrick, maybe. He's trouble, but the interesting kind. Not the kind you should be worried about. I'd say that's quite fortunate, actually. Well, congratulations, then. Let's hope they prove to be as competent as you expect. We're on a good track in that regard. Maybe. But I wouldn't be opposed to taking on some additional help. Especially if we can get it for free. With all your talk of noble causes, you seem to manage that better than me.
Of course.
Our causes are noble, Brooke. Maybe if you took some time to reflect on it, you'd see that yourself. If that's a trick to convince me to stop charging for my services, it won't work. You really are hopeless. Glad we've established that early on in our relationship. Saves us a lot of trouble. Welp. But yeah, just get a 5% chance on a 1% hit. Just easy. Freaking easy peasy, man. Your friends seem to trust you very much, Irving. With their lives, even. I'm sure they have good reason to. The Academy trained us all to be leaders as well as soldiers. And they've trained you well. I appreciate that. Were you always so eager for war with my people? No, I'm not eager for it even now. A soldier should never be eager for war or peace. Only eager to follow commands. Well, an army without obedience is not an army. It would be raiding a party. It would be a raiding party at best, or a mob. Some armies aren't so unlike mobs. Your own kingdoms are better than that. What makes you so sure? They stood down the moment you gave them an order. Their obedience to you saved our lives. What if I had asked them to tear you limb from limb? Then I suspect they would have obeyed as well. That's not a pleasant thought, but you would never do that. Because someone has, in turn, ordered me not to. No, but you're still practicing a type of obedience. You're obedient to your heart, in a way.
Of course.
I can live with that. I think that's what I'm trying to say, actually. Our world would do better to prioritize a higher form of obedience. If it makes the world better, I'm all for it. Neat. Well, here's your fair gam. Were you ever a dancer, Caius? I assume that's how that's pronounced?
Well,
not in any professional sense. Why do you ask? I have a feeling he might become like one of my best units there. Like we only got him last chapter. But throwing him in the class where he can really benefit from doubles, I have a feeling he's gonna be very, very, very spicy spice. So we're keeping him in for a good while. You fight like a dancer, jumping all around so gracefully. I almost expected you to take a bow after the last battle. That would be a bit ridiculous. I guess so, now that I say it out loud. What about you? Were you ever a dancer? Oh yeah, still am. Have you ever looked up into the canopies and twirled around and around? It turned something ordinary into something absolutely magical. Can't say I have, but maybe next time I get the chance, I'll give it a try. You definitely should. Actually, that's what I was doing when I met Butter, right before I found him cornered by a bear. Isn't that right, Butter? But that was a sight to see for this little guy. Then I taught Butter to dance too. Now that's something I'll need to see to believe. Alright. Alright, come on, Butter. Show Caius. Dance, dance, dance. Welp. Well, would you look at that? Dancing fair. That is cute. Isn't it? Butter's a pretty good dancer too. I'm still trying to pick up some of his moves. Best of luck with that, Sophia. Thanks. But yeah, you didn't use a Mortis? From what I saw in that last battle, it seems like if you do like a dedicated speed build with him to have him destroy things doubling, you know, that it seems like he could be pretty good. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Is he a duelist? He started out an archer. He started out in the ranger class that could promote into like archer, the witch hunter that Sophia currently is, the axe dude that I keep forgetting names because I'm still new to this game. The freaking drifter that Garrett currently is, or he could promote into the where is he? Strider, the one that wields like 2 swords. His speed stat is really, really good, and in Strider, his speed growth rate is 90%. So like 90% of the time on leveling up, he's going to gain speed is the thing. So he's constantly like doubling enemies. And the thing about Strider is Strider gets extra damage for the second hit if you're doubling. So I feel like Strider was the case for him. I really, really wanted another ranged melee unit, so I was very tempted to put him into Archer. But like Strider for him, I couldn't help myself. I could not help myself with that. But yeah, use anyone from the Ranger tree, really? Not anyone along the playthrough? Didn't wind up using, didn't use Sophia. That's sinful, Mortis. How dare. How dare. Piz, check Discord. What's going on in Discord? They're really good at the start, but started to fall off for you. Unbelievable. Can't believe this. What's going on here, huh? What's happening? There's freaking Mortis's file. He just sent me the freaking gif of the, I've seen it before. But, Cam with Butter the Ferret. Apparently. Well, there you have it. There you have it. My goodness, well. My goodness, yeah, teaching a ferret to dance. Didn't use Butter. Sloane is better. Sloane might have been better for me if I had, like, put her in something that played to her strength instead of trying to, like, patch up her shoddy defense. Because, like, Sloane is probably gonna have to fall off for me. Mostly because I think I made a really bad decision when it came to reclassing her. I was like, her defense sucks. Let's put a little bit of a band-aid on that. I really should have just played to her strength and had her be a glass cannon. I really should have done that. So, whoops. Whoops. I regret my actions about that a little bit now, to say the least. Who esteemed captains in the Delian army, now deserters. How in the black abyss did this happen? We weren't so esteemed after we added Stop a Village from being erased by bandits to our itinerary. Remember that? I do. What great use that memory is to me now. You never said it would be. No, you didn't. Look, Varric's not the man he was when either of us enlisted. We both know that. True, but he's still king. Why should that mean anything when he's broken every oath he's ever uttered? Then the crown has lost its weight. That feels like an understatement. I don't know. If Sterling felt the same way, he'd be with us right now. There must be more to the story. Well, whatever it is, we're staying loyal to our oath to protect Varric's subjects, even if he isn't. You once taught me the difference between fidelity and blind loyalty, remember? Good to know you're paying attention. Now and again. Now and again. But yeah, and Benji's strength is anything but a wall. Had him go pure top tree. Gosh darn it! I've made some really cool choices with some of these class options, but the ones that turned out to be like bad choices are gonna maybe have to be like phased out. Yeah, last time we played so much strength they became a non-hitting paper wall. But yeah, but they're not even a wall. Benji's literally not even a wall, though, is the thing. Can you believe how far we've come since Duskwater? Of course I can believe it. It's the grand adventure I always yearned for. I knew I would get it someday. You know, it's alright to get a little homesick. I do. I miss my mom and pops sometimes, but there wasn't much in Duskwater to miss. Why would I be homesick? Home doesn't need to be interesting or fun. It's a place of safety, a place you can be comfortable. A lot of cold comfort coming our way recently. Yeah, things have been a little rocky. Doesn't mean I'm ready to go running home to Mama. No, I wouldn't think so. Just want to check in and see where your head is. On my shoulders last I checked. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You and I are really one older brother away from being the same person. How do you mean? You've lived in a small town that you felt wasn't big enough for what you wanted out of life. So did I. Without my brother moving us to Sojourn, I may still be there. You're braver than I ever was. Oh, I don't know about that. You're sort of like a rock for me. I look to you to know how to act. You would have much better manners if that really were the case. No, I do. Not when we're sitting around or traveling, obviously. But when things get tense, you know that world better than I do. Well, not for long. You're learning fast, and we've seen more than our share of conflict already. I've got a feeling we won't be seeing the end of that anytime soon. I think we all have that feeling. You really look to me. More than I care to admit, actually. Oh, that's a weird feeling, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. Next time we're in mortal danger and you feel a little heat on the back of your head, that's me sitting staring at you. It's creepy, really. I'd say a lot of things could describe you, Sia. Creepy is not one of them. You really make me feel like a better soldier, you know? Yeah, you're the freaking dodge tank. I think these two are like my best dodge tanks, along with like Caius. These three, I guess, are like my dedicated kind of dodge tanks, but Sia's the best right now at that. You know, no, you're so much more than a soldier. Don't let old Lincoln tell you any different. He cares in his own way. Thank you for confiding in me, Sia. Glad we had this talk. Sure thing, Captain. But yeah, had Marin go pre bottom tree, and she ended up a lifesteal vampire tank who could also heal people. Yeah, there's some spicy things in this game, it seems like, to say at least. Well, this is awkward. A bit, maybe. I think we've ever met in battle before. I can pretty much guarantee we haven't. And how's that? We're both still here. Oh, right. Because if we had, you easily would have killed me, right? Bianca, what do you know of the Lull? That they have the biggest egos on Etlin, apparently. Then allow me to expand your knowledge. Yeah, I know. Most elite task force King Darius has. That what you were going to say? More or less. You should also know that they don't retreat. They either succeed in their missions or die trying. So if I was ever assigned to your battle group, one of us would not be standing here. That is certainly a useful bit of intel about Aramor's more clandestine operations. Thanks for sharing, Caius. Blast. You're really going to pass that along? Come on, Caius. I thought you'd play a little harder to get. Yes, well, you didn't strike me as one for games. Well, learned that lesson the hard way. Indeed. Well, alright, time for a Benji one. You were lucky we were around to pull you out of that one, kiddo. At the aqueducts. Oh yeah. You were lucky Benji was holding down the fort when you showed up. Is that what Benji was doing? Yep. The arches weren't destroyed when you got there, were they? Not completely, but we also got there pretty quick. Oh, is that what was going on with like the weird? Oh, I think I figured out what was going on with that map. Like there was no ladders or anything up. There was no way to tell that there was an elevation difference. But I think that, well, maybe there wasn't necessarily an elevation difference. But like the aqueducts that I'm used to seeing in media are like higher up kind of thingamabobs that have like the walls on either side. And I get it now. Shut up, Benji. Well, you never know how it would have played out otherwise. I like him as a character, though. I do definitely like him as a character. I think I have an idea. That can put you in a lot of trouble, getting big ideas. Better to avoid them for the most part, right? Ideas, generally? Right. Or, well, there's a lot that's starting to make sense here. It's just something my dad used to say. Not too far from the tree, huh? I want to be like him in a lot of ways. It's part of why I'm so excited to fight with all of you. I want to carry his armor to new battles and new heights of glory. Well, try not to be like him too much. If we can help it, let's avoid you winding up like a debil... I know that word. I know how it's pronounced. I don't think I've ever said it before in my life. Debilitating? Or wait, what the hell? Whatever. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. One idea you can put up with? Yeah, I think so. Neat. Welp. Alright, yeah, so you've gotten a bunch of bonds. Yeah, I have a feeling that Strider, Caius, and Fencer, whatever the heck, Duelist Sia are gonna be some of my spicy spice units. Debilitating, yeah, that. Some words are hard. So I hear you're part of some super secret task force for the Armorans. Do you now? I wonder how accurate the sources you're listening to are. Oh, I'm an old hand at gathering information. I think they're rather reliable. Interesting. Some sort of spy. You look Delian. You could say that. I spent years manipulating people to make it so we all got what we wanted. Lots of coin in it. I can imagine. Out with my team, we value our informants greatly. It's an underappreciated art, getting information out of people that they don't want you to have. I couldn't agree more. It's refreshing to meet someone that understands the merits of my profession. It's not as easy as it looks. Well. I can imagine you making it look pretty easy. well, look at you go. That was pretty bad, huh? Atrocious, but I'll give you an A for effort. Just what I wanted, a consolation prize. Well, what is it you... Wait, what is it that you do want? I can't imagine your plans landed you in the ranks of a double-deserting group of degenerates. Can't say they did. What a mouthful, but you're not wrong. Not entirely sure. I don't know that I was happy where I was, truly, but who knows where we're headed now. Just along for the ride, huh? From what I gather, you spent a long time floating along someone else's current. You don't strike me as the kind not to set your own pace. You know, once upon a time, I wasn't. Maybe one day I'll get back there. Though life as a big fish in a small pond was bad. I just didn't stop to think about how big the other ponds get. I'm pretty damn big as it turns out. You must be used to that, though, as a spy yourself. Oh, how's a small town barmaid? Every time I think I have this group figured out, it throws me for a loop. What is a small town barmaid doing in the most wanted military group on the continent? Sitting around talking to people who are supposed to be my enemies, I guess. Welp. But yeah. There's the freaking... At first I was like, what's this I missed in chat? But it's A-okay, I guess. Alright, well. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Okay. I always like saving when I get the chance, but... No, freaking this. Okay. So first and foremost, on the units that we're, definitely doing spicy stuff. So yeah, you are doubling a whole bunch. You gotta go pet your cat. Alright, Cam. Wait, 3 hours in and only one chapter done? Oh, for like the stream here so far? I was like, wait, did you start another playthrough? Yeah, welcome to, hard, I guess. My goodness gracious. So like, this is the thing that focuses on doubling, but you're already going to double a whole lot no matter what. So I feel like the thing to upgrade is going to be like your actual, you know, thing. Is what I'm thinking here. Because you're probably going to double no matter what. Yeah, it was the aqueduct one and then it was the town one. So. And Sia here isn't going to double all the time by default. So like she can absolutely use the, do I use my tier 2 token there? Crit goes up by 5 with that. Damage up by 1. I'll do it. There goes my tier 2 token. Bianca. We already have the pickaxe +1. Because you sometimes double, but not all the time, so it can help. So yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, war pick. Sure. And then Lincoln here. He's not doubling a whole lot of the time. I mean, just go for like damage, but like... Maxed out weapon by chapter 15. That was a mistake. I feel like sometimes you could just use like the accuracy of things. I mean, hold on. Sophia here. I already have the armor piercer. You don't double a whole lot. Yeah, that's a-okay there. Tell you what it does, but you won't. Welp. You already told me what it does, that it freaking scales based on like your current strength. Didn't you? I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Is what we do. Because you use that all the time. But I can roughly gather from stuff like that. Have the truth in a way. Well. Look at the difference in accuracy in these things. Word, bruh. She doesn't double a whole lot, but this is also like a more accurate kind of thing, or Bob. Maybe I'd upgrade that, actually. Just because, like, that should be enough accuracy. At the same time, you know. Sure, I'll do that. Who hasn't gotten an upgrade here? You already have the battle axe, which is pretty a-okay. We have our stalker here. Who are units that we're for sure going to be using there? So we already upgraded your thing. Is what we did. I'm probably going to wind up using Brooke, so I mean. Upgrade that, how about? And then we already upgraded Bianca's thingamabobs. Lincoln could use an upgrade, but where? This? Because sometimes I worry about him missing is the thing. Like, it's not like he doubles, but this is also a nice middle ground when it comes to, like, accuracy and damage. Is also the case. So maybe I'll upgrade that. Maybe I'll upgrade that after all. There's some upgrades. You have some thingamabobs. Our magician. Okay, we already gave one to Marin, right? Yep. Word +1. So sure, let's do that. There's our token used. There's our tokens used up and whatnot. Okay. Like, we do have 9,259 gold, which is apparently a limited resource throughout the playthrough, I guess. Well, you get more each battle, but you know what I mean. We're gonna have to grab some water really quickly. There's some water. Nice. Okay. Because can't. Oh, that's an aspect. I was like, why can't I sell this? Half of mastery is added to accuracy. Oh. Also, can I just, like... Hold on. Something that we should probably do here is when it comes to inventory. Can I just, like, take these? I can! Yes! I can mix them around. So we're starting to get, like, some aspects then. So then, where's our last one? It would be on Brook there. Hit chance increased by 50%. Oh, if you've had that increase by 15% this whole time, then you could maybe definitely use it. So let's see here. The things that we have so far, damage has changed a random amount up to plus and minus 30%. I'm already struggling enough with the stuff there. So, I don't know if I want to, like, gamble with that, you know. Half of mastery is added to accuracy. Healing power increased by 50%. 10% chance to deal 1.5 times damage. And hit chance increased by 15%. So when it comes to healing, maybe that should go to Marin. Maybe. Healing power increased by 50%. So that you can do like your ultra kind of heals. Half of mastery is added to accuracy. Who has a high mastery stat by chance? Mastery 12, 10, 14 could be pretty nice for Garrick maybe. 9, 12, 19. Oh, maybe I should give it to Irving. 10, 11, 6, 14, 12, 9, 11. Yeah, Irving is our highest mastery stat by far. So, like, you know, I'm thinking that we might just, yeah, half of mastery is added to accuracy. This is what we can do. So for our other ones here, I don't think I want to use the aspect of chaos, actually. 10% chance to deal 1.5 times damage. Is that with every hit? If it's with, like, every attack, then it could be, like, best going to somebody who's going to be doubling. I don't know if it's with every hit. We'll find out. I'm going to give the aspect of flame to Kai's for now. Orion's pursuit hit chance increased by 15%. Brooke had it before, and if she's been dealing with freaking hit chance increased by 15% this entire time, then I feel like she might freaking need it, you know? Yeah, permanent HP plus 5, permanent plus 2 strength. Crack it and snack it, only for the hardest of heroes. I should probably use some of these. I have a bad habit of, like, not using stat boosters and things. It's like, who would want the things? I mean, for sure, we can give our stat boosters all to, like, characters who are for sure going to use it throughout the playthrough. I completely forgot stat boosting items were in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna need those, methinks. Can I use it here? I guess it would have to be, like, in battle. Is the thing. Yeah, so I could give strength plus 2 to somebody that I'd for sure be using. And HP plus 5. So, let's see here. When it comes to, like, our for sure kind of units, I mean, we could always make Garrick even beefier. This is what we could always do. Could Whale do? I mean, he's probably going to go back into being a ranged unit by the end of the day anyway. Most likely. Always increases strength. Do we necessarily need HP plus 5 on anybody right now, or strength plus 2? Strength plus 2 is a bit nicer than HP plus 5, I feel like. But, ooh, strength plus 2 on Sia could be pretty good. She's like our dodge tank that doesn't do a massive ton of damage. Or, I mean, it would, like, technically, on somebody that's hitting twice as much, you technically get, like, twice the use out of it. We'll do, like, some chapters figuring out, like, if we are for sure going to be using you. Like, I think that we maybe are. But yeah, I know that we can... Yeah, the stat boosters are very expensive, to say the least. Very expensive. Wait, what do all these say? Surprisingly small amount for the container it came in. Hot bean juice. Something about this stimulating mixture makes you want to sprint. Permanent +2 mastery. Doesn't really increase mastery if you don't tell everyone about it. Eat with fluffy little sticks that improve hand-eye coordination. The suit itself isn't nutritional, but the experience surely is. We're gonna drink that all. Welp. Because, yeah, we can always pick up... I feel like tokens here are going to be something very good to use our gold on. Like, especially considering we're starting to, like, struggle a bit. I might pick up a couple tokens. Pick up 4. Screw it. We're at 7,859. I feel like that's definitely going to be a worthwhile use of things, especially considering a lot of units don't even have, like, a thing upgraded there. So let's see here. Upgrades. I'm going to need to see how you play out before I decide on anything here. I mean, what's your speed stat like? Something important to check. Oh, you're hella fast. You're hella fast, so you're probably going to be doubling people a whole lot without even needing to do the dedicated doubling kind of thing. I can probably just, like, upgrade your thing here, and that'd probably make a big difference. Who else doesn't have an upgrade? Who else does not yet have an upgrade? And you'll get an upgrade, assuming I'm not going to phase you out. Assuming that's the case. Who, as of yet, has 0 upgrades? Is the question of the day. I could upgrade this again. I'm gonna upgrade it again. What I'll do. Yeah, that's spicy spice there. Yeah, I feel like I might have royally screwed Sloan by putting you into Battle Mage. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I feel like these 3 are gonna be phased out. Ah, man. I've got 2 more tokens here. Is the case. Oh, you don't have any upgrades. I wasn't even paying attention. What are your stats like, Samara? Let's see here. Your speed sucks. You're never gonna be doubling people. I won't even bother trying. You're pretty freaking beefy, though. Form like a semi-wall. So, yeah, maybe we'll just increase the hammer. Is maybe what we'll do. Or mace. I don't know how accurate you're gonna be. It sketches me out a little bit. I'm gonna upgrade the mace for now. Screw it, I'm upgrading them both. Screw it! Okay. Okay. I was just thinking this might be clickable if the freaking promote thingamabob is clickable. It's the exact same kind of thingamabob. I might take a brief break though. To let the doggy out and like grab some water is what I may do. Hi Jesse. Do you need to go out? Oh, do you? You need out? Yeah, I'm thinking doggy is going to need out for the last time of the day here. So we're gonna BRB real quick is what we shall do, and then when we come back we will hop on into the next chapter and see how things are going on that front. So I'll be back in a hot second. Or, if this is being watched on YouTube after the fact, I will be back tomorrow. In that case, with the whole daily upload schedule. So yeah, there's that. Be back soon.